everybody, and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena Northernlion's Den. We might as well label this part of the sub-series like My Quest for Redemption. Had some sketchy arena runs lately. I'm hoping to pull it back just a little bit as we continue moving forward with this Hunter deck, which is 1-0 right now. And it's kind of like giving me the middle finger. The mana curve always looks like it's giving me the middle finger, but for now I kind of like it. I'm just taking a quick second to reacquaint myself with what we've got going on in this deck here. Oh, right, this is the one where I drafted 3 Scavenging Hyenas and 3 Starving Buzzards. Okay. I am a big fan of Hunter. I think borderline objectively, if you looked at my record, arena and otherwise, Hunter is probably my most successful class. It's either that or Mage, but they're both very, very close. I think both of my most successful arena runs ever were with the Hunter and Mage classes. So, we'll see if we can keep that going here. Well, of course, we're going to be going up against our own arch rival here. And it's been a couple of days since I played Hearthstone, so let's try to make this work. I go first. Raging Worgen is a card that I might want to keep. Arcane Shot makes a pretty good play. In case he, like, coins into a Buzzard or a Hyena, then Arcane Shot is 1 mana and a 1-for-1 card trade. But we'll definitely get rid of Kill Command. Worgen's not that strong, because if I play it on turn 3, he can, like, turn 4 multi-shot maybe, but we'll see. We'll be relying on a little bit of card draw here. We got our own multi-shot. I don't particularly like this. Right now it's looking like turn 1, nothing, turn 2, Steady Shot, which is my hero power, and then turn 3 we can get Raging Worgen out there. But, you know, if you play against a Hunter, usually they try to get something out quickly, so probably Coin Buzzard is a fairly standard play. Alright, that's Coin Summoner. Pine-Sized Summoner is not that good anymore, in my opinion at least, so, you know, if this is going to cost me 1 mana anyway, I think I would rather just Steady Shot him, and we'll go for broke here. If he uses Summoner to summon a lot of really shitty minions, which is basically all he can do right now, because he's only at 2 mana, he could summon like 2... He can summon 1 1-mana creature and a 2-mana creature, basically. I can just multi-shot on turn 4 and wipe out a bunch of his cards for a relatively cheap cost to myself. The Buzzard has to die, though. There are 2-mana Beast cards, but he's not going to be playing them. So that's fine. We'll Arcane Shot the Buzzard, because we've got to take that out for sure. And then we'll Steady Shot again. And I don't mind leaving that Pine-Sized Summoner alive for now. But let's look at what our future plays are going to be. Cards were equal. I have a small life advantage that will be neutralized on this turn by the Pine-Sized Summoner. Fairy Dragon is a very annoying card, and he plays Secrets, which could be anything. Relax, Cat. It's still very early on in the game here. So multi-shot gives me a 1-for-2. I use multi-shot. I get 2 minions taken off the field. As much as I would love to offer something as well, like putting down a Worgen, for example, I can't really do that because he could just kill it with Fairy Dragon and Pine-Sized Summoner would live. So I think we multi-shot here. Now, that secret could quite literally be anything. I'm trying to think about what I could do to get rid of it. Let's talk about Hunter Secrets. Could be Explosive Trap. That won't go off until I actually hit him. Could be Snipe. If there's Snipe, there's nothing I can do about it except send a Raging Worgen to his death. I believe it does 4 damage to a minion as soon as you play it. That would be annoying. There's also Freezing Trap. When you attack a minion... when a minion attacks him, it'll send it back to my hand and it'll cost 2 more. I think we have to at least see if Raging Worgen goes out here and gets sniped. Nope. So it could be Explosive Trap. That would actually not necessarily be terrible, because if I attack him, he Explosive Traps, I go down to 1, but then I become a 4-1 Wind Fury creature, which is not... It's not as bad as it could be with some other, you know, lower health cards or cards that don't get Wind Fury. Scavenging Hyena, annoying card. Please tell me he summons another shitty minion, and I just multi-shot the bejesus out of them here. And I think it is in the best interest to not... Oh, probably Deadly Shot. Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark followed by what? Arcane Shot? It's kind of a weird play. Well, you know what? He played another secret. That one's a 2-mana secret. I don't know. I think Snipe is 3 mana. I can't remember specifically, though. Okay, well, here's the easy part. We get extra durability on our Eaglehorn Bow when we play this way. Excuse me, Cat. It's okay. Never fear. We will attack the... Oh, what's the secret here? Snake Trap. Okay, that's annoying. But because the secret got revealed, our Eaglehorn Bow will get 1 more durability, and we will kill the Hyena. And then I'm assuming that that's probably Explosive Trap. And so if it is Explosive Trap, Snake Trap's a pretty good secret. Is that the 2-mana one, or is Snake Trap a 3-mana secret? I always forget. Well, Steady Shot won't make the secret go. since this has been Hunter's marked, it doesn't actually have the value from Wind Fury, I think. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to have to sacrifice this dude to get Explosive Trap to go off, or Freezing Trap. It was Explosive Trap. So that actually, that doesn't bother me very much at all, quite honestly. And now to finish this off, I do think we send out Raging Worgen again. And the reason I didn't send that out first is because obviously I didn't want it to take the damage from Explosive Trap. So I think this is going okay so far, even though I have a small health disadvantage. I have a 3-3 weapon. Is that how this is working? Yes, a 3-3 weapon, which is very nice. If he sacrifices all of his snakes to deal with the Worgen, I'm very happy. On the next turn, hopefully oh, he's steady shotting me. Are we beginning the race to the finish already? I certainly hope not. So, I think on this turn we do something very simple, and we just play Stranglethorn Tiger, and also the Steady Shot. And the reason I did it that way, and I'm not going to... I'm tempted to attack him directly, but I'd rather take out minions that he summons. We can do a lot of damage to him anyway, but... now we have enough mana to do like an Ironforge Rifleman and a Deadly Shot, or like a, you know, we got lots of things going on here, basically. So we can get extra durability on our weapon for revealing a secret. In fact, whenever a character attacks your hero, he attacks another random character instead. I say we summon our own Misdirection. And again, this makes Eaglehorn Bow probably a little bit better. Is this actually going to work for us? Or is this... Okay, that's not going to make his secret go. I thought maybe it would. And then we'll use Ironforge Rifleman. We'll see if there's a snipe in here, or if a secret gets revealed. It appears not. So we'll just hit him directly now. And we'll see how this continues to go. If he doesn't summon any creatures, this can get pretty bad for him pretty quickly. Obviously, I'm hoping that there's not an Explosive Trap. Multi-shot's pretty annoying. I didn't even know if it would hit the Stranglethorn Tiger. Clearly it did. More secrets, are you serious? Well, apparently we have begun the race. This is like the first time I've ever seen a spell and secret focused Hunter deck. Honestly, I think we have to go for the kill command. The Tiger is thankfully a beast. And we should be able to rush him down. And the reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure that he has... well, okay, let's put it this way. If he doesn't do something, we kill him on the next turn by way of the Tiger and our bow. In fact, I kind of just want to Steady Shot him right away. Or not Steady Shot, hit him with the Tiger right away, so next turn I can just Steady Shot him and not risk this thing dying to like a Deadly Shot or something. Let's try it. It might be sent back into my hand. If so, that's fine. And we get another durability on our Eaglehorn Bow, which is cool as well. Because now I have 6 damage, which is enough to kill him. So I don't know. I feel like I'm in a very good spot here. We can play Stranglethorn Tiger and Steady Shot on the next turn. I wonder if he has a snipe. A snipe would be a little annoying, but otherwise okay. And now I gotta think about the damage situation here. He can do... I'll have 12. I mean, obviously, like a kill command would be the best thing here. I can get so close to killing him, but not quite. I think we start with this. We try this one out. That hurts him an awful lot. Yes, that's good. And then we give him one of those. So obviously, unless he kills me on the next turn, this is over. And I kind of feel like it would be best to just, why don't we drop like a Deadly Shot in, and that's exactly who I wanted that to kill. And then we'll drop a multi-shot, and it's like, okay, now find a way to deal 12 damage in one turn. Or heal yourself, I guess. But I'm pretty sure we're going to take our second victory here. It required a little bit of extra strategic thought at the end there, but this one's over. Even if he has a taunt creature, it's done. Alright, good game. A little scary. I don't know, his deck construction is very unusual for a Hunter. Usually Hunters go for a lot of creatures and then try to rush you down early. He, you know, did try to rush me down early, but he just didn't have anything. Like a secret-focused Hunter deck doesn't seem... what do I know, right? Maybe that won like the Team Liquid Open this weekend or something, but secret-focused Hunter deck doesn't seem that strong to me. You can hurt your opponent a great deal with secrets. A Hunter secret, the collection of Hunter secrets, I should say, are really, really good. But not really good for killing the enemy. They're good for like keeping the board clear for the most part. At least that's the way I see it. And yeah, the other thing, you know, we might not have won that game if Eaglehorn Bow hadn't come out, because that allowed me to get a ton of damage, and with all the secrets being revealed, it was an incredibly strong weapon. Anyway, interesting first game. Obviously, Big Game Hunter is a little bit better when it comes out later, so considering we're going first, we're going to aggressively mulligan a little bit here. And we got 2 Scavenging Hyenas. I imagine these will probably live... at least through the very beginning. I would welcome like Arcane Shot showing up. Getting Arcane Shot early is really important in case you know, something, you know, in case a summoner comes out. The Pint-Sized Summoner is not fantastic, but I think it's worth Arcane Shot. The only reason I didn't use it on the last Hunter deck is because I was sure that he was going to have a Buzzard or a Hyena or something, and those need to die sooner rather than later. So we'll send out our Hyena. This is where you start trying to get... Worgens are not beasts, okay. This is where you start trying to get your Hyenas a little fat. These are like your early game minions. And it sucks that I don't have any like, I don't know, I forget what the card is called. Beast Companion? Random Companion? Friendly Companion? The like 3-mana card that summons the beasts at random. But I do have a fairly strong number of beasts in this deck. We'll see what he does here. He has the coin. He could do a Shadow Word Pain and kill this. But that's 2 cards for 1. But it might be worth it to get Scavenging Hyena off the field early. He can't know that I have another one, obviously. And if Scavenging Hyena goes down here, I would probably send out the Worgen next on turn 3. Simply because it's a little bit better by itself, and we're probably not likely to get very many buffs on this Scavenging Hyena without any other beasts in our hand. So I think he is going to coin Shadow Word Pain, if I had to guess. Or coin into a minion. Acolyte of Pain. Similar, I guess. It's an interesting one. Now, I mean, what you do now is you send out, like, the second Scavenging Hyena. Because he doesn't... I shouldn't say he doesn't, but... Or do you send out the second Scavenging Hyena? Because Raging Worgen is a lot stronger. And it would get Wind Fury really easily off of this. But if I play Raging Worgen, he could Shadow Word it. Whereas if he Shadow Words one of the Hyenas, then the other Hyena becomes a 4/3, which is very strong early. I'm thinking about this. Okay, I'm gonna explain why I'm gonna send out the Worgen instead. I think sending out the Worgen is better because then it can kill the Acolyte of Pain in 1 hit, so he only gets 1 card draw. Whereas if we send out the Hyena and he hits us with the Acolyte of Pain, which he probably wouldn't, but if he did, he would get 2 card draw out of it because I need to send 2 to kill him. So I'm going to send out the Worgen instead, and I'm going to attack him directly like this. That took longer than expected, and may indeed have been the wrong decision. It would have been nice to have like a Armani Berserker or something. Is that a Warrior exclusive card? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think it's a common. So Acolyte of Pain, really frustrating. Playing against priests in general is really frustrating. We're going to have to try to rush this guy down as soon as possible. Obviously, the ideal for us would be, you know, we attack... First off, Raging Worgen lives. Then we attack Acolyte of Pain, get the +1 in Wind Fury, Dark Iron Dwarf. All of a sudden, we are like a 6/2 with Wind Fury, and then, you know, Bob's your uncle. The other thing we could do here is, you know, multi-shot, and then everything stays alive. Let's think about how that would work. Or, we could Scavenging Hyena, kill the Bloodfen Raptor. Oh, I like that a little bit better, actually. Okay, let's try this. Scavenging Hyena goes out. We kill the Bloodfen Raptor. So this becomes now a 4/2. Sorry, 4/3. I forgot about that. He gets a card draw out of Acolyte of Pain, but our Worgen now gets Wind Fury as well and becomes a little bit stronger. Now we've got some decent creatures on the field. Next turn I can multi-shot, or next turn I can Dark Iron Dwarf if the Worgen lives. Actually, even if the Worgen dies, you know, Dark Iron Dwarf the Scavenging Hyena, then you've got a 6/3 creature out there right off the bat. I would like to get Cobra out too, because if I can sacrifice the Cobra, then I can get a good minion for it, and this will become a 6/4. So, you know, it just keeps getting better, I guess. And actually, oh, this is scary. Okay. Okay. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse, actually. Trying to think about what we would... It's a shame about Ironforge Rifleman here, because it could be a lot better. I think we do sacrifice the Worgen. I think it is for the best. So we'll go like, we'll hit you. Because I really don't want to lose the Hyena, which is a better creature. So I think we hit you. Ah, but it's got a Wind Fury. There's so many things that could kill it next turn, though, like Holy Nova, for example. I think it is best to trade, as much as it's annoying. And we may, you know, this is not maybe the right way to put it, but we may start the race now as well. So I'll send out, like, Emperor Cobra, Steady Shot, and we'll just start doing enough damage that hopefully this priest won't be able to come back from it. So ideally, the way that this works is that the next turn, the Cobra lives and the Hyena live. Obviously, that's the best case scenario. And then he plays a good minion. Maybe he's already coined. Maybe he plays like a 5-mana minion. We sacrifice the Cobra for it outright. This becomes a 6/4. We Dark Iron Dwarf it. Now it's an 8/4. And then we do 10 damage on the next turn, which is nuts. And, you know, Ironforge Rifleman is then like an extremely valuable card, potentially. But he's got a serious card advantage. We'll see how this works out. Obviously, this is like ideal right now. That Chillwind Yeti is going to die for free, which is dumb. Kill command may actually allow me to win right now. I don't think I have enough mana is the problem. I can do 6, 5, 2. Actually, I can. Okay, so we do 6, and then this does 5, and then Steady Shot does 2. All right, so we're up to 3-0. That was a fairly easy game. We only got to turn 6 there. I don't necessarily feel that this Hunter deck is exceptionally strong, but I think it's pretty good. And so far, it's kind of proving that. What was the most important play there? I really feel like Raging Worgen instead of the Hyena made a big difference, but we'll see. 3-0 is where things start to get a little tricky at my skill level. I mean, sometimes I don't even make it to 3-0. Sometimes I don't even make it to 3. But now we start going up against people who are, you know, largely better than me or on the same level, which is to say, relatively mediocre. So this is not the same priest. This is more or less an ideal opening hand. The only thing I might change is getting rid of Kill Command. It's decent removal, but unfortunately, I would like to, you know, get like another creature maybe, or an Arcane Shot. I don't know. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but Kill Command is always useful whenever it shows up, so we'll end our turn. Now, you play Starving Buzzard before you play Scavenging Hyena.
Is someone injured?
That can be annoying. Yeah, that can be really annoying. But anyway, you play Starving Buzzard before you play the Hyena, so you can get the card draw out of it at the very least. It's pretty unlikely that the Priest will be able to kill the Buzzard before... we'll see, whatever this card is. Maybe it's like a buff on the Northshire Cleric. Shadow Word Pain. That's a good play, honestly. Getting rid of that Buzzard is very strong. Unfortunately, it's... well, you know, for one, unfortunately, I can just send out the card again, and now he's lost Coin and Shadow Word Pain to deal with a relatively inconsequential minion. It's still probably a play I would have made for sure, but the other thing he could have done is at least attack me, and then, I guess he didn't have mana left, because you want to get the card draw out of Northshire Cleric as soon as possible, so the way Northshire Cleric works... Oh, fuck! This is nasty, man. I don't know if I've ever seen, like, a Direwolf Alpha in this kind of situation. Well, you know, what's the point? There's no point in sending out a Scavenging Hyena right now. It's just going to be killed. I think I'd rather just do this and then take the damage. And again, there's no point in sending out Dark Iron Dwarf either if he's just going to heal up. There might be a point in sending out Dark Iron Dwarf. But then we waste the Battle Cry. And I mean, 4/4 is okay for 4 mana, but it's way better with the Battle Cry. So I honestly think we end the turn and then we go for like our taunt next. I'm not thrilled about this, but you know, priests usually have late game decks. My deck is very early game focused. If I at least survive until the late game though, maybe I can have a chance here. I don't think I have any like, I might have like 2 or 3 high value minions. I was mostly looking for a multi-shot, honestly, but... So we've got an interesting choice here. I could choose to Kill Command the Northshire Cleric, which honestly I think I'm going to do. I don't like doing it, but I think I'm going to do it. And then I kind of want to send out Scavenging Hyena. And the reason I'm going to do this is that, you know, I could Steady Shot him as well, but he can just neutralize that with his hero power. It will take some of his mana, which is fine, but I'll Scavenging Hyena, and this is a card that is like a lightning rod for removal or for him to trade Direwolf Alpha for, so it would buy me a little bit of time. Because most people consider... Okay, well, Holy Smite for it is a really good trade, but most people consider the Hyena to be a very scary card, so... this is a very bad situation for me here, even especially with a card disadvantage, but... I don't think it's great to send out the Frost Elemental, honestly. I think Booty Bay Bodyguard's a decent play here, because to kill it, he will have to use the Stranglethorn, or the Jungle Panther, not Stranglethorn Tiger. So we'll send this out. Very much behind the 8-ball. This priest has what I would consider to be a very, very good priest deck. We'll see how he chooses to deal with the Booty Bay Bodyguard, and hopefully I get... Like, if I top deck a multi-shot, that's so good. Well, now it's less good, but if I top deck a multi-shot, it's really good. Well, I would have taken out the Panther, but now the Panther sacrificed itself. This is pretty nasty, actually. Without any removal, you know, what do you... Scavenging Hyena, Houndmaster, make it a 4/4 with taunts. Is there any point to it? No, but I have to get Divine Shield off somehow. So this is going, like, absolutely horribly. Is it only a friendly beast? Yeah, you can't give the enemy a taunt. I don't know why you would want to, but this is probably a lost game. I'm spending every turn just like throwing up barriers for him to deal with. Now I have no taunts, and you know the active effect on the hyena's not there anymore, which is fine. That's not really that worthwhile for me anyway. You know what would be awesome here is an explosive trap that I could at least put down and kill a couple of the minions. Deadly Shot's pretty good as well. I really need to rely on this killing the right minion. What are the odds of it? Very low. There's no point in, like, freezing the taunt character. Dark Iron Dwarf doesn't give me too much. I think we have to Deadly Shot, then Dark Iron Dwarf. That's bad news. We could at least, I mean, is Dark Iron Dwarf still so bad on the Scavenging Hyena, though? Like, what's the point? I don't know. Just leave it out there to soak up some damage, I guess. Oh, this is a very, very bad game to start with here. Things could have been different if I had... oh, man, that makes the Priest hero power so good. But if I had actually managed to destroy the Sunwalker with that Deadly Shot, it would have been awesome. But the odds of that were only 1 in 3, so it's not like it was particularly likely. I think we basically might as well concede here. 3/3, that's 10 damage, 12 damage. And I can't put out a taunt. What I can do is send out this and freeze the character, and then Steady Shot. And that's legitimately, I believe, the only way that I could stop myself from dying for sure on this turn. But he's got a lot of cards in his hand, 9 mana, and his hero power does damage now. So he could quite feasibly find a way. I think he's actually, oh, he's going to sacrifice the Bloodfen Raptor for it. It's not a good trade, but that's the only way that I could have possibly stopped myself from dying on that turn. Now, how do I stop myself from dying on the next turn? I can't. It becomes increasingly difficult until it's just impossible. So, I'll drop a well played here. I think that's an incredibly good priest deck that I just played against. And, I'll concede. You know, fair enough. That's 3 games that we fit in this video. 2 and 1. I'm content with that. I'm not sure what I could have done differently there. I got outclassed in either deck construction or play or both. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Relatively good play and some very solid games, especially at the start. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, I encourage you to click the like button. It does help me out a lot. And of course, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more daily Hearthstone. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.